Good morning. You know, today is that day. Today is my birthday. In about, say about an hour and 40 minutes, I'll be arriving at the age of 50. And, you know, I often wonder what was going on, you know, back in 1963 when I was born. I often wonder about that. So, you know, I asked my sister, my older sister, that's why it's good sometimes to have siblings. And I asked her, I said, you know, what was it like, you know, outside of all the America up and down on fighting over whether the Jim Crow law should go or should stay, or people looking for independence and everything. And then, of course, me born in 1963, June 18th, I'm born 100 years after emancipation. So my mother often referred to me as her freedom child, you know, because it's just looking back on those things and just, you know, the talking that you had over the years and things. And to be at this age 50, and unlike many, I don't have parents at this moment to reflect on that. I'm sure my mother is in glory, and father also, looking down on me and just said, wow, you know, he's really doing what we taught him to do. But like everything else, I often ask my siblings, what was it like, the birth of this young man? You know, you knew you had a brother coming home, or your mother was going to the hospital to have a baby, and at that time, unlike today, we didn't know what the baby was going to be, girl, boy. And, you know, just looking back at 1963, 100 years after emancipation, 40 years before my people come north, I believe they came 33, 43, 53, 63, yes. They came up north in 1923 to Elizabeth, New Jersey, which is over here to my left. I'm sitting right down in my studio and behind the lions. I always say behind them, but actually I'm in front of the lions, you know. Well, behind me are two lions, and actually it's three lions that we in my family refer to a lot, called lions of Euro. And I never knew where we got those names. There's some kind of, some people call them a mythical angel, but you know, hey, some people had Santa Claus, we had the lions of Euro. Euro lions, we call them, and everything. And often I get in trouble and everything because I often, as a kid, I would reflect on and think of the lions and think of the courage that they had and they possessed. But I asked my sister, I said, you know, how was it? What was it like? And I think they said they were in the hospital at that time. Of course, they weren't in the delivery room. So I asked her, she said, well, you know, I have a tape of how it was when you came. I said, well, can I hear it? She said, I was saving this tape for this year, for your 50th year. And I said, well, let me hear it. So I got a little copy of some of the stuff, and I'll just play this right here for you. Hold on. She said everybody was clapping. It was a happy occasion, and then this noise, this special noise came. And it was my first time last night hearing the tape. So I was like, wow. You hear that? That was me coming into the earth, coming here, you know. Physically being here, but the script behind it and everything. And I could feel that beat of me coming. Wow. Of course. But yes, you know, and just reflecting back on those years and everything, you know, going back as I can some of the things that I've done in my life, I guess that really impact my life was after my father died in '78. I remember in 1980 gaining all this weight. I guess it was some kind of stress I was going through. I was eating a whole lot, and I decided that day, March 25th, at 4 in the morning, I got up and Spirit woke me up, and I decided to exercise, and it was a good day. That was a good day for me. That was a good turning point in my life, and I've been exercising ever since, 33 years now. And to the left and to the right of me is my gym. And just looking back, you know, then of course 91, I'm remembering from 98, from 88 on, I just kept buying all these books. I didn't know why I was buying books. I was just buying books and everything. And one day Spirit told me I was going to read them all. My freedom wasn't going to come until I did read them. So I started reading books, which is, again, on my right is my library also. But just, you know, and then educate and get educate myself and stuff. I think that was a good turning point for me and everything. And then, of course, traveling also, you know, and going around different countries and talking with people, different religions, different races, you know, all the whole thing, and just reflecting back, you know, it was a fabulous life. Everything didn't always go the way I wanted it to go. I embraced, I guess, like everybody else, the emotion of anger and being upset with people that didn't go along with my plan, whether it was love or making money or education or preaching about religion or whatever it may be. And, you know, when you look back on all those things. You look back on those emotions that you displayed, that energy, all that energy and emotion for whatever it may be, whether it was a job that didn't go your way or whether it's a person that didn't see fit what you see and everything. And when you see the energy and the grieving period that we allow those emotions instead of just picking up and moving on, you know, it takes us time, you know, we grieve for a month, 3 years, 4 years, 2 years, or whatever it may be. But you know, it's just something else. And some of the things that we do humanly, then, you know, to be at this point, the last about an hour and 33 minutes before I'm 50, I can reflect back on those times. I can go back to my teens and everything, and 19, the 20s and everything, and the 30s, and of course, you know, the 40s and everything. I just heard a report. Someone told a young lady that she was overly dressed, you know, and that she's 15 or dressed like that. And of course, the news reporters jumped on the person and said, you know, you can't parent someone kids, you know, don't parent them with kids. And I look at that and I hear what she's saying and everything. And she said it so elegantly and so cute, you know. Everybody, oh yeah. But you know, I'll say this right here: my parents done a wonderful job, but it wasn't just my parents. It was people that come along, that met me along the way, that seemed fit to parent me. So I'm kind of happy that I come along with older people, or sometimes my age or young or whatever, that took time to parent me when I needed to be parented, because, you know, without that help, I don't know. I know the help that my mother and father gave me, but just to look back, you know, I couldn't say nothing like that. And that's rough, man. You know, that's everything you say. Don't parent nobody's children, because what you're saying is, no matter what a person do, don't say nothing. And I think that's the society that we're in today, say nothing society, which hurt us a great deal, because what it does is that it don't give a person any accountability. And one thing we don't want people to just be out there like loose locomotives. We don't want people out there like loose locomotives. So it's good too. I think anyway, it worked out good for me. I don't know how everybody else, but again, that's teachers on people drifting in ways and everything. But soon they'll find their way back home. But when I look back on those times, you're ready to climb in the Jim Crow freedom over here in a minute. When I look back and I look at the journey, it was a wonderful journey. I learned a whole lot, and I often say the data that I picked up, and I really learned a whole lot. And I want to read something to you. Give me a second. I just come across, a lot of people wonder where I get all my stories from and everything, and a lot of them I imagine naturally from my father and everything, telling stories. My father was a good storyteller, but a lot of them also I got from reading and stuff. I read Aesop of Fables and everything, and stuff. I read this one. Let me see. Go ahead, read this. The sage at the pool. One summer day, a sage came to a clear spring to drink. As he bent his head, he saw his image in clear water. Ah, he thought, tossing his head proudly, how very handsome are my atlas. He peered closer and then said with despair, but my legs and my feet are another matter. Oh, how weak, how slender they are. So he absorbed in his own image that he did not hear the approach of the lion until the beast was about to spring. Just in time, however, he ran away. It seemed as if the stage would escape the pursuer. For as long as he was on the open plain, he was able to outrun the lion. But then he entered a forest, and in the swift flight caught his atlas in the branches of the tree. And the more he tried to free himself, the more entangled his atlas became. In a few moments, the lion was up on him. Too late, reproached him. Woe is me, how I have deceived myself. I scorned the feet which would have saved me, and praised the atlas which have caused my downfall. Too often we despise what we should value most. Forgive the missed words on some of those things. It's a very old book, I'm trying to get the words together. But I guess that's what life is about. We despise and we scorn what could be most helpful for us. So when I look back on life, and I look back on those many years that's going to be a helpmate to my journey, I say cheerio, and I say thank you. Thank you. Of course, I always salute my ancestry state, United States, Georgia. And then, of course, I learned also to salute the state of New Jersey. It was New Jersey in 1923 that housed two uncles of mine. And from them two uncles, the rest of us, the rest of the family came north in 1923, Elizabeth, New Jersey, just right here to the south of me. And just to look back on all those things and to look where I'm at today and the things that I'm doing today and many things that's probably going to be a challenge and many things that won't, only because of the journey. Only because of the journey I know what to do and what not to do and how to use my emotions and how to protect my emotions. So, it's a good journey, and I had a wonderful Father's Day. So thank you, and God bless you as I get ready to go over here and beat this body up to keep it young with exercise and everything, which I've never videoed my exercise. And just go ahead on. So cheerio, and I look back on things and stuff, I guess I want to say thank you, Lord. Of course, I have to say that right there, thank you, Lord, for everything that you've done. Go back to that day when I was born. There it is. A tape that was held almost like in a time vault. So thank you, and God bless you, and God bless the United States, and let me get over here and work out and get ready for the next, I guess, big birthday would be 70. So God bless you, and God bless the United States. Good night. Good day. Bye-bye.